Hey guys, Kid Gardener 17 here. In today's video, I thought I would just do an overview of all my plants and show you guys everything that I'm doing. Okay, so starting inside, these are just like the plants that I've sprouted up, and then when they're big enough, I move them outside. And so right now, I have a couple spinach plants. I don't understand what's going on with them, because like 5 of them will sprout up in the pot and then like 3 of them will die, and there's only one in this one that's like alive because this one pretty much died. And then these ones, I mean, they just have to get a little bit bigger and hold on, and then I can move them out there. So then over here I have lima bean. This is the last one that has to get planted into a pot. I have 4 other ones right here in the windowsill. They're getting pretty tall. They're about a month old right now. Those ones are. This one is only like 3 weeks old. Right here I have a couple cherry tree seeds, and if you can see right there, there's one that's starting to sprout up out of the dirt. And these are black cherry trees. And then I have another one in here. Oh, he's right there too. Can you see him? He's sprouting up too. So hopefully these ones will grow, and then in 2 or 3 years I'll have cherries on them. Right here I have my birdhouse gourds, and these ones are about 3 weeks old. I don't know why they took so long to sprout up, because the package only said like 8 to 12 days, so I was kind of confused. It took almost 2 weeks for them to sprout up. So then right here, the same problem as the spinach, a whole bunch of lettuce will sprout up, and then they'll just be doing really good, and then they'll die, and I really don't understand what's going on with them, because I would like lettuce to have and grow. And they like go really good green, they get kind of big, and then they just turn like yellow and die. And the soil is like good soil. They don't like get overwatered or underwatered. I keep the soil moist, and they stay in this sunny location from the window, so I don't know if it's something I'm doing or the seeds are just bad or what. Back here I have 2 green bean plants, and these ones have to get planted into pots too. I have the rest of my green bean plants out there, and I have one in my aquaponic system right there. Then right here in this little pot on the ground next to my door, I have just 4 lima bean plants, and it's like a 5 or 6 inch deep pot. And yeah, here I have some early scarlet globe radishes, and I don't understand what's going on with these ones too. They're like growing really weird, and they just flop over on the ground. I build up more soil in the pot, and they'll just like flop over again once they grow. And I don't understand what's going on with them. I mean, they're growing really well. It's just they're flopping over on the ground. And I don't know if that's normal or not, but my other radishes right there aren't doing that. So right here I have a container of radishes. I'm not too sure what type of radishes they are, because they just came in like one of those Dollar General variety packs. So I mean, they're looking healthy, so I can't complain. I wish I knew what type they were. Then in these 2 containers right here, I have sugar baby watermelons growing. And I know the pots are kind of small, but I'm really just growing them in here just because I didn't have a lot of space, like down in the garden down there. So I just put them in here. When they get big enough, I'll probably move them inside, because it's the end of August, so hopefully I can keep them alive. Then in this big pot right here, I have some summertime squash growing, and I looked into it, and you can grow squash in containers like this. I'm not going to trellis them up. I'm just going to let them flow over the side, and then I'll probably move it down there. So, I mean, they're looking pretty healthy. I'm just having problems with these bugs. They're like chewing on the leaves and stuff, and it's kind of annoying. But, I mean, they're growing pretty well. So then, in this pot right here, I have some bush beans. And I have 3 planted in this little pot. I mean, when they get bigger, I'll probably, like, take one out and put it in a different one. But, I mean, I think this pot will do for them right now. And hopefully soon they'll start producing flowers and then green beans. But, I mean, they're growing pretty well. And, like, the last week, they, like, grew all these true leaves and sprouted up and everything. And it's, like, really cool how fast they grew. Then in this pot right here, it's like the same pot as the bush beans, just a little bit taller. I have 3 cucumber plants growing, and really, I'm probably not going to move them out of a different pot. It's just like an experiment to see if they'll grow in here. So I'm just doing that, and they're growing pretty well. Again, the bugs are like, I don't know if it's bugs that are making these or what. If anyone knows, can you please leave a comment below and tell me? I'm kind of confused because it looks like there's bugs chewing on them, but I mean, not all of them have holes and there's just like yellow speckles and stuff. Yeah, I'm not too sure. And there's like black stuff under here. So if anyone has like anything that they know, can you please let me know, because I don't feel like losing my cucumbers. And in these 4 pots, well, 3 cups in 1 little pot, I have some beefsteak tomatoes growing. And I just got these at like a variety pack in Tractor Supply. So I was like, why not? I'll try and grow them. So then there was a whole bunch in there, but then I like weeded most of them out, and then I kept like the biggest ones. And then yesterday I took these 3 out of this pot, so this one can grow up more. This plant, I got at Tractor Supply, and it was just like a 99-cent clearance one, and I was like, oh, why not? And on the bean it says Friends Forever, so when it grew up, that was like engraved in it. And I'm not really sure what it is. Like, I know it's a bean plant, but I don't know if it's going to produce beans or anything. And the reason why this is on the ground and not on the table is because it is up to my waist. That is like 3 feet tall. Sorry, I just covered the camera with my finger. That is like 3 feet tall right there. And it just bends over now. Like, I can't control it. I'm going to have to put it like up against a stick or something. Like, look how tall it is. And I'm not really sure what kind of bean plant it is, but the leaves are huge compared to my hand, like as you can see. It is just enormous, this plant. Then down here I planted this whole pot with carrots, and sadly only 6 came up. So I had this whole like back empty space right there, and I had an extra green bean plant, so I just popped it in there and it's been growing well. And I mean, I wish more carrots grew up, but I can't really complain because I'd rather have 6 than none. So yeah. So this is my melon and tomato box, and right here I have melons that just like went crazy, but it's planted way over there. And then my watermelons are planted right here, and they just like kept to themselves. But so as you can see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 melons. I got a lot this year. I mean, I only got 2 watermelons this year. And I picked one of them that was right there, and I have another one growing on the other side. And then right here, I have my tomatoes, and they are doing really well. They're producing a lot of tomatoes this year. I'm really surprised at how many tomatoes that they've been producing. And they're the beefsteak, and I mean, they're huge this year if you can see the size of them. They're like pretty much all that size. I mean, it's crazy, and especially because how many I've been getting. And these are my dad's, and they're the same like type of tomato, but his only get like that big, and then mine get huge. So I don't know, it's weird. So back here behind the garden, it's kind of hard to see because the way the sun's coming through, but some of the cantaloupe leaves decided to come through here, so I just let them grow out or whatever. And then some of them, like over there, decided that they wanted to try this up, so I just let them do what they want. And then over here I have 2 watermelon vines that decided that they wanted to go through too. And then right here I have a little baby watermelon that's growing. Should be ready in like 2 weeks or something. And then last thing over here, when I was like potting all my plants and stuff, I had a couple extras, and I was like, I don't want to waste them because like they're too big and there's just no need for it. So I just was like, hey, why not put them under here, see if they grow? And they're underneath my boat, underneath the porch, and they've been growing like pretty good. Like, some critters have been eating off the leaves and stuff, but I mean, this is really just like an experiment down here. And these 3 are squash plants, and then that one back there is a bush bean, a green bean, and this one right here is another green bean, and it's a bush bean too. Okay, so thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and see you next time.